Even with all the shots fired that night, none of them hit the car or the woman inside it.
I'm scared to stop and see if they've done anything because I know they just out walk around uptown.
Okay, who is it? Who are they?
His name, their name is Ruthless.
Ruthless?
Deontay Robinson is his name, but I'm scared.
Okay, what is your name?
Robinson is known by many names. He's widely known as Squirrel. He's also known on the streets as Rue, short for Ruthless. Pageland police charged him with witness intimidation in July after investigators say right after the shooting, Squirrel Snapchat messaged the woman in that Evans Mill Road shooting, "Don't go to no police saying my effing name."
Is you the one that called?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I'm scared to be uptown. They went by and started shooting at the apartments at PPA. They started shooting at my car when I went by.
The victim told police she recognized Squirrel's car and saw him casing the apartment complex she was at just minutes before he shot at her. Pageland police hit Squirrel with 2 additional charges a few days after the Evans Mill Road shooting. He's been jailed without bond since late July. We first got to know Devonta Squirrel Robinson back in 2024 during our cop-out investigation, where Chesterfield County Sheriff Cambo Streeter went to Squirrel's home and Squirrel's father, Chucky Robinson, secretly recorded that meeting. Squirrel was out of jail on bond at the time in a separate attempted murder case from 2020. His bond in that case required him to wear a GPS ankle monitor where he's tracked 24/7.
You don't look that bad, man. They make out like he John Dillinger. Everything happened. Squirrel did it.
The sheriff promised several times in the recording to intervene in the state's pending prosecution of Squirrel, even disclosing intimate details from his investigators' case file to the Robinsons.
Squirrel, I'm going to do my best to get these charges going. Go away.
And it wasn't just the charges the sheriff promised to help get rid of. He also targeted that court-ordered GPS ankle monitor.
I'll tell you, that thing right there.
Yeah, it's safe.
Yeah.
That's what I treat.
But we need to get it off.
Yeah.
We need to get off of it. I know you are. We need to get off of it.
This surveillance video in the police case file shows Squirrel with that GPS ankle monitor strapped to his leg at a Pageland liquor store just hours before the shooting in July. That GPS unit is now the star witness in Squirrel's newest shooting prosecution. The ankle monitor sends a ping to law enforcement showing Squirrel's exact location every few minutes, leaving a trail of locators behind him. Shortly before the July 25th shooting, the GPS showed Squirrel at home. He then leaves and drives toward Evans Mill Road, where he sits at a gas station near the scene. Investigators got video from that store showing Squirrel's car there a few hours before the shooting. The monitor later showed Squirrel creep by Pageland Place Apartments at 9 miles an hour, right where the victim told police she saw him pass just before the shooting. The victim told investigators she quickly left the apartments, and when she turned back onto Evans Mill Road, she passed Squirrel's car headed the other direction. She pulled over to try and fix her air conditioning and told police she had no idea Squirrel had made a U-turn after he passed her. This video in the police file shows the shooting happened at exactly 11:56. Investigators say Squirrel's ankle monitor placed him right in the middle of Evans Mill Road at the same time those shots popped off. The GPS showed Squirrel made a U-turn and sped back toward the apartments when a second shooter dumped several rounds at Squirrel's car from a wood line behind the apartments. The tracking data shows he sped across the highway and 9 minutes after the shooting stopped at a home on Raymond Deason Road, where investigators believe he might have dropped someone off. After that 5-minute stop, the GPS tracking shows Squirrel drove straight home, where his GPS pinged at 12:14 a.m. Investigators used that GPS data to level additional charges of first-degree assault and battery, a felony, and aggravated breach of peace. Pageland police spent the next 16 days trying to get Squirrel's father, Chucky Robinson, to turn Squirrel's car over to investigators. Police say Robinson delayed their efforts, claiming Squirrel's black Honda was in a repair shop the day before and after the shooting. But how could that be? Remember that liquor store video? That's Squirrel's car just 5 hours before the shooting. Pageland police eventually got a search warrant for Squirrel's car and forced the Robinsons to surrender it. On August 11th, Squirrel's aunt, Wendy Robinson, took the car to the Pageland Police Department, where investigators executed the search warrant. Police spent an hour looking for and photographing potential evidence. Investigators believe someone altered the car after the shooting. They found what police think is evidence of a paint job. Painter's tape and masking paper still stuck to the underside of the trunk, and pieces of masking tape still left on the door handle and backup camera. The police report documented smoked out headlights and taillights, sand thrown all over the inside, something scrubbed on the body leaving a white residue, and investigators believe body panels look to be vinyl wrapped. You can even see the old paint in one spot. And perhaps the most obvious change, those factory Hyundai rims on Squirrel's Honda. Rims that look nothing like the ones on Squirrel's car in that liquor store video hours before the shooting. Investigators say Chucky Robinson admitted the car was painted, but it was painted 8 months before the shooting. And the rims, well, he took those off after the shooting to sell them. 80 days after his arrest, Devonta Robinson is still sitting in the Chesterfield County Jail awaiting a bond hearing. He won't get a chance to see a judge until early January 2026. So what does the solicitor prosecuting Squirrel think of all the evidence we just showed you? Well, we don't know because Solicitor Jimmy Richardson will not talk to us. Remember, Squirrel's cases were sent to Richardson's Horry County office after the sheriff got recorded promising to intervene in Squirrel's prosecutions. So, Squirrel's first case hit Richardson's desk 18 months ago. Squirrel was supposed to be in court last month for a bond hearing on the new shooting charges, but hours before the hearing, it was canceled. Part of the reason the solicitor's office did not appoint a prosecutor to this case until late August, just 2 weeks before that canceled court hearing. My court sources tell me the solicitor's office wasn't ready to move forward because the assistant solicitor didn't know enough about the facts and still needed to talk to witnesses. I asked Solicitor Richardson to confirm that and explain it to the public. The solicitor refused. I appreciate your questions about this case. However, we are not discussing specifics as it is a pending case in our office. We also wanted to ask the solicitor if he'd handle this case differently if this was happening where he lives in Horry County, but we didn't get that chance. Solicitor Richardson, if you change your mind about explaining this, you have my cell number. Call me.